There are certain types of plants that, once brought into your home, can make you feel the flow of money beginning to move, gently, steadily, and clearly, as if a magnet were drawing wealth right toward you. Hello, I am Master Quan. In many households, money comes in slowly and leaks out quickly. It is not because of poor business or reckless spending, but because the energy flow inside the house is blocked, right at some of the most important areas. What many people do not realize is that plants are not just for decoration. Each type of plant carries its own unique energy, and when you place the right one inside your home, it becomes a magnet, attracting money, keeping it, and spreading prosperity throughout your entire living space. That is why, in today's video, I am going to reveal the kinds of plants that, when placed in the right spot and taken care of properly, can open the door to abundance and help your home grow more prosperous day by day. But before we begin, leave a comment with a positive affirmation to activate the flow of wealth for your family right now. Say, "Wealth is flowing into my home every single day." And do not forget to subscribe to the channel so you will not miss any Feng Shui tips that can help you attract wealth and build a more prosperous life for your loved ones. And now, without making you wait any longer, let's dive into the types of plants that can bring wealth and prosperity into your home. Because sometimes planting just one of the right plants in the right way can completely shift the energy and transform your family's fortune. The first plant, the ZZ plant. The ZZ plant always gives off an impression of abundance with its thick, glossy green leaves layered like stacks of coins, multiplying with every new growth. When soft light touches its leaves, the deep green reflects back like a symbol of wealth being nourished day by day. In modern Feng Shui, the ZZ plant is often seen as a green battery, constantly releasing a gentle but steady stream of energy. It brings a sense of warmth and balance to any room, both of which are essential in attracting prosperity. The southeastern corner of the living room is known as the area that carries the energy of growth and wealth. When you place a ZZ plant in that exact spot, the plant's strong wood energy combines with the southeast direction to create a powerful synergy that helps the energy in your home flow more smoothly. Seeing the plant stand firmly in that corner is like having a peaceful green anchor. It gives the space a sense of focus, reduces chaos, and makes everything feel more alive. Even without knowing any complex theory, just the sense of neatness and harmony it brings is enough to make your daily life feel more pleasant. Taking care of the ZZ plant is quite simple and works for just about any household. It prefers gentle light and does not need direct sunlight. Just place it somewhere with soft, indirect light, and it will stay vibrant. It also does not require much water, as its roots prefer a dry, well-ventilated environment. Just water it when the top layer of soil is completely dry. Occasionally wiping the leaves with a damp cloth helps the plant absorb light better and maintain its natural shine. When the plant is healthy, the energy in your home becomes brighter and more balanced too. Many families find that when the ZZ plant is placed correctly, the atmosphere in the living room noticeably shifts. It feels brighter, more vibrant, and more peaceful. These subtle changes in the environment can help people focus better, make wiser decisions, and avoid scattered thinking. That is the real foundation of growing prosperity. Not something mystical, but the result of thoughtful arrangement in the presence of a steady, green source of life energy. The second plant, the lucky bamboo. Lucky bamboo has a unique charm, soft but not fragile, elegant but not plain. Its smooth green stalks are often tied together in layers, like a staircase rising steadily upward, giving off the feeling of a clear and reliable path forward. Just by looking at it, you can feel a gentle yet resilient energy, like a quiet warmth silently supporting everything around it. That upward movement is exactly what makes lucky bamboo a symbol of progress, growth, and smooth sailing in all areas of life. Placing the plant to the left of your main entrance is a powerful way to activate uplifting energy. When the door opens and outside energy flows in, it first brushes against the delicate green leaves of the lucky bamboo. This gives the feeling that the incoming energy has been softened and balanced before it enters the house. The left side of the front door traditionally represents support and good fortune, so having the lucky bamboo there is like having a gentle guide, helping the positive energy enter smoothly, not too aggressively, and not in chaos. Every time you walk through that door, its presence gives a sense of stability, like everything is starting in order and harmony. Caring for lucky bamboo is as easy as its gentle appearance suggests. If you grow it in water, just keep enough clean water to cover the base and change it weekly to maintain freshness. If it's planted in soil, make sure the soil is loose, lightly moist, and protected from strong winds and harsh sunlight. Gentle daylight during the day helps the stalks maintain their bright green color, and occasionally wiping the stems with a damp cloth removes dust so the plant can absorb more light. The lucky bamboo does not require much, but every little bit of care helps it grow strong, straight, and full of vitality. When the plant is placed correctly, the entryway of the home often becomes noticeably more balanced. The upright bamboo stalks give the sense that the entrance itself is being lifted up, making it feel lighter and brighter. That feeling does not come from anything magical, but from the visual balance and the energetic flow the plant brings. Every step through the door feels softer, and every breeze that enters the home feels calmer. The third plant, the jade plant. The jade plant carries a pure, delicate beauty with its slender stems and thick, glossy leaves that look like polished little gems. When placed in a room, it brings a peaceful feeling through its soft green hue and naturally rounded leaves. Its compact but lively shape makes it a pleasing accent, like a small charm that brings warmth and harmony. Looking at the plant, you can sense the smoothness in how each pair of leaves grows in perfect symmetry, creating a subtle yet powerful sense of balance. The shoe rack just outside the door tends to feel dry and rigid, filled with straight lines, sharp edges, and constant movement. Adding a jade plant here helps soften the area and brighten up the space. The round leaves balance out the roughness of the objects nearby, making the entryway feel more welcoming. The plant acts like a gentle touch that shifts the energy from outside to inside, making the transition feel lighter. Thanks to this natural softness, the doorway becomes warmer, deeper, and more inviting every time you pass through it. Caring for the jade plant is also very simple. It likes its roots to breathe, so make sure the pot has drainage holes and the soil is not compacted. Instead of watering on a fixed schedule, a more natural approach is to observe the leaves. When they start to feel a little soft, that is when the plant needs water to restore its plumpness. Rotating the pot from time to time helps it receive light evenly, which keeps its growth balanced and upright. When you place a small, vibrant plant right at a key point in your home, it brings a more harmonious energy to the air, making every step into the house feel a little lighter. This kind of change is subtle. It does not shout for attention, but it brings a sense of calm, cleanliness, and comfort that everyone can feel. The fourth plant, the pothos. The pothos plant brings a soft, emotional kind of beauty with leaves that gently drape down like green ribbons falling through the air. The colors on its leaves, sometimes deep green, sometimes streaked with lighter tones, paint a natural, delicate picture, as if the plant carries the breath of a small forest into your home. It is not a showy plant, but the graceful way its vines flow makes the whole space feel calmer, as if its green touch balances out the sharp lines of modern architecture. The area under the staircase is often forgotten or becomes a place of stillness and imbalance. Placing a pothos plant here helps draw the eye downward in a gentle way, reducing the heaviness from the structure above. The trailing vines create a soft connection between the upper and lower spaces, acting as a natural bridge that makes the house feel more unified. Its presence livens up this darker area, turning it from a cold corner into a lively green focal point that adds depth and harmony to the home. Caring for pothos is also a relaxed process. This is a plant that enjoys resting in cycles. Once a year, it tends to grow more lushly, and that is the perfect time to trim older vines and refresh its shape. Pothos thrives in areas with steady, natural humidity, such as near bathrooms, kitchens, or spots where there is a gentle movement of moisture in the air. When dust gathers on its leaves, simply place it somewhere with a light breeze and let the wind carry the dust away. There is no need for fancy cleaning. This plant responds best to natural rhythms rather than technical care. When the vines of a pothos gently trail down, they create a soft flow of energy that prevents disruptions as it moves through the space. Instead of being a dead corner, the area under the stairs becomes a peaceful green pause that brings gentle rhythm to the home. The feeling it creates is one of calm, not pressure, a quiet softness that can even smooth out the most awkward corners of the house. The fifth plant, aglaonema. The red aglaonema has a uniquely radiant beauty. It is not a loud kind of brightness, but rather a blend of red and green that feels like a masterfully painted natural canvas. Its leaves feature intricate patterns, as if warm-colored veins were running deep beneath each layer, making the plant look like it is radiating a gentle, inner energy. When placed in a living space, the red aglaonema brings a lively, uplifting feeling, like the first morning sunlight hitting an old wall and awakening it with new life. This plant not only catches the eye, but also lifts the spirit, thanks to its color that seems to spark optimism throughout the home. The right side of the main entrance is where every family member takes their first step when returning home, and it is also the first area seen by guests as they walk in. When the red aglaonema is placed here, it acts as a highlight that fills the space with warmth and a welcoming vibe. Its soft red hue creates just the right contrast against neutral surroundings, turning what is usually a functional space into one full of life and personality. This spot allows the plant to serve as a bridge between the movement of the outside world and the calm of home, like a quiet but heartfelt welcome. It gives the entire entryway a vibrant touch, wrapping the space in a gentle, warm energy from the very first step inside. The red aglaonema responds to care by changing the shades of its leaves. So what matters most is not water or light levels, but the stability of its environment. It thrives in mild warmth and natural humidity, which means areas with gentle, balanced air, neither too cold nor too dry, will help maintain the thickness and bold colors of its leaves. To keep the plant in its most radiant state, the best care tip is to observe the leaves. When the colors begin to fade, it needs more light. When the edges curl, it is asking for more humidity. Trimming old leaves once a month keeps the plant neat and encourages new growth, keeping the whole pot looking fresh and youthful. Every time you see that elegant red, it feels like a soft light has been turned on. Not in a literal sense, but in mood. It adds a subtle warmth that lifts your spirits right from the doorway. The sixth plant, snake plant. The snake plant makes a bold impression with tall, blade-like leaves that resemble sharpened swords, sleek and strong, yet not harsh. Each leaf forms a powerful vertical line, decorated with alternating patterns that create a look both wild and refined. The green-yellow striping along the edges suggests two opposing energies, a calm, grounded force inside the leaf, and a subtle movement on its surface. When placed indoors, this plant does not soften the room. It brings clarity and definition, like a guiding line that anchors the visual flow of a space. Near the window is where sunlight first enters and spreads across the room. That clean, natural light makes the snake plant especially suitable for this spot. When sunlight filters through the glass and lands on its surface, each line on the leaf seems to light up, turning the plant into a living sculpture absorbing and reflecting light. Standing tall, it acts like a slim green wall, anchoring the often empty space by the window. It does more than balance the light, it organizes the surrounding area. The soft curtains, and clean lines of the window and strong structure of the plant together create a harmonious symmetry that completes the scene. Caring for the snake plant is truly minimalistic. This plant prefers consistent temperature over anything else. It is best to keep it away from direct blasts of air, whether from air conditioners or heat sources. It thrives in a stable environment with mild, steady conditions. It also enjoys daily cycles of light. Regular exposure at the same time each day keeps the leaves thick and sharp. As it matures, gently removing older leaves from the dense center helps the plant maintain its upright form without needing technical care. This is a plant that responds best to nature's rhythm rather than rigid rules. The presence of the snake plant offers a unique sense of peace, not the softness of trailing vines, but the calm of something that stands firm. It brings mental clarity and a sense of inner focus. The seventh plant, succulent. The succulent holds a rare beauty, small yet striking, simple yet deeply refined. Its shape resembles a steady flower made up of fleshy leaves layered in a precise spiral. This symmetry makes it a powerful symbol of lasting balance, a quiet harmony that radiates from each layer. When placed in a living space, a succulent creates a peaceful point of focus, a grounded presence that calms and settles the room. Despite its size, this plant carries significant spiritual weight. Placed on a bookshelf in the living room, it brings together intelligence and life energy in a subtle, beautiful way. Books often bring a sense of order, seriousness, and sometimes dryness. A succulent softens all those sharp lines without disrupting the designness. Its compact, round shape becomes a visual resting point, making the bookshelf feel less heavy and more inviting. This makes the living room not just a space for activity, but a slightly meditative zone, where knowledge and calm coexist. Caring for a succulent is an exercise in patience and gentle attention. It loves to grow slowly, so the key is not flooding it with light or water, but offering it a stable environment where it can thrive at its own pace. It is sensitive to sudden changes, so keeping it in one consistent spot helps it hold on to its signature spiral shape. One interesting thing about this plant is its love for subtle contrast. When placed next to something light-colored, its form is highlighted beautifully, and it absorbs soft heat more naturally. You do not need complex care routines, just enough awareness to notice when new leaves are forming or when it enters a resting phase to store energy. The quiet focus this plant brings makes it easier to concentrate while reading, easier to relax during conversations, and easier to find balance in your thoughts. It may be small, but the succulent plays a big role in creating a space that feels thoughtful, orderly, and deeply calm. The eighth plant, money tree. The money tree looks like something shaped by nature's own rhythm. Its twisted trunk follows no specific rule, but that very randomness gives it a special harmony. The gentle twists resemble flowing streams coming together and moving forward, carrying a sense of constant, silent motion. From its rustic trunk, lush green leaves spread out like little fans, symbolizing openness, growth, and a warm welcome to all things good. When sunlight touches these leaves, their green deepens and thickens, as if the plant were breathing, fully engaged with the space around it. The balcony is where the money tree reveals its true nature, strong yet graceful. In this open space, it is free from obstruction and able to move in sync with the changing sky, the wind, and the sun. On clear days, its leaves catch just enough light to shimmer gently. When the breeze blows, the long leaves sway, creating small but vivid movements that fill the space with life. Its presence transforms the balcony from just a sunlit area into a lively energy zone, where your family can feel the openness of the outdoors with just one look. The money tree becomes like a cheerful introduction, a friendly greeting from your home to the world beyond. Taking care of this plant is less about constant attention and more about creating the right environment for it to express itself. It reacts beautifully to natural light. Just let it soak up gentle, balanced sunlight throughout the day, and its leaves will stay full and glossy. Water is not the key factor, leaf color is. Deep green leaves mean the plant is happy where it is. If they begin to pale, it is asking for a change in lighting. Every few weeks, refreshing the top layer of soil or adding decorative pebbles not only enhances its appearance, but helps the plant sense a renewal in its space, something that fits perfectly with the money tree's rhythm of growth. When treated as a vibrant part of the balcony, it stays youthful, and that freshness brings a sense of purity and energy to the entire home. The ninth plant, the fragrant dracaena. The fragrant dracaena carries a calm beauty, an appeal that comes from something seasoned by time. Its thick, long leaves grow in layers around the trunk like soft coats wrapped over one another, shielding the core within. Each leaf unfurls at its own slow rhythm, never rushed, as if the plant is patiently gathering strength. Its trunk is sturdy, with visible wooden textures, standing tall like a small pillar at the heart of the home, firm yet softened by the generous spread of its green canopy. Looking at the fragrant dracaena, you get the sense that it brings a quiet stability and a grounding energy that gently supports the space around it. The base of the staircase is a special spot in the home. It is where the flow of energy often shifts direction suddenly, and where it can easily become disrupted. Placing a fragrant dracaena here works like installing a solid buffer to soften that transition. Its arching leaves ease the sharpness of the space and give a feeling of structural support to the area above. With the plant in place, this corner of the home feels more centered. The hard edges of architecture are balanced by a lush green form, still, quiet, yet full of inner strength. The fragrant dracaena stands like a pause in motion, a moment of stillness that connects the lower and upper floors with grace. Caring for the fragrant dracaena requires attentiveness more than technical know-how. It has a clear rhythm of renewal. When the plant needs to recharge, older leaves will slowly lower, making way for new growth that is fresher and fuller. This is not a sign of weakness, but part of the plant's natural cycle. To keep it healthy, just make sure it receives enough indirect light to maintain its deep green color. Wiping the trunk regularly keeps the beautiful wood grain clear and strong. One interesting thing about this plant is how well it responds to being turned gently. Rotating the pot just slightly once a month helps the plant receive balanced light, allowing it to grow upright with evenly spread foliage. When cared for in this rhythm, the fragrant dracaena thrives steadily and fully embodies the spirit of stable growth. When we place each plant in its ideal spot, the home begins to find its natural rhythm again. Areas that need strength become grounded, quiet corners become softer, and dim spaces come alive with fresh energy. Every plant featured in today's video brings its own unique layer of energy, and together they form a complete picture, like puzzle pieces that balance and enrich the home. And it is this balance that lays the true foundation for prosperity, the kind of abundance that grows from stability, clarity, and peace that you and your family feel every single day. If there is a corner in your home that feels like it is missing a little life, try placing a well-chosen plant there. Sometimes just a small patch of green is enough to ease the heaviness of a space, and in doing so, it also lightens your spirit. And before we wrap up, leave a powerful affirmation in the comments. I open a space of prosperity so that abundance flows to me naturally and sustainably. And do not forget to subscribe to the channel so you will not miss out on more feng shui tips that can help bring peace and prosperity into your home.